Andrew Tate, the controversial figure for men, for finance, for investing, and has frequently been, in the news for many different things we won't get into, is saying that he's going to leave fiat and put $100 million into Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's dive into this a little bit more. Welcome back to the Blockhash Podcast channel. Be sure to check out all our subscription options if you would like to get exclusive access to all of our content, our episodes, all of our content on the YouTube channel. Be sure to check us out there. Also check out our Substack, blockhash.substack.com, to get all this in your email box completely free. But you get also exclusive content there for $5 a month. Price of a cup of coffee. All right. So let's dive into this a little bit on Mr. Andrew Tate, the controversial millionaire kickboxer guru extraordinaire, whatever you guys think of him. I don't even know what to think of him at some point. Look at this tweet. I know I'm not supposed to do this in chaotic times, but I'm about to leave fiat completely and ape over 100 million into Bitcoin. And I'll even prove I did it. I'm done with the banks. I'm done with their money, done with the scams. Then I'm going boating. He is one of the most banned individuals on the planet next to people like Alex Jones, given the fact that he is so controversial and how he approaches what he believes and says, and sometimes the things he does. But he does have a point when it comes to, the banks and the monetary system and the control they have over your money. He says a lot of things that are not wrong. I will give him credit for that. But the rest of it, he's a bit too brash for the online world today. But to each their own. I just want to talk about what he's, saying and if there's any legitimacy to it. So again, in his tweet, he said, quote unquote, I'm done with the banks. I'm done with their money, done with the scams. Andrew Tate says he is in his, says this in his post. The US dollar has been widely criticized over the past year for losing value, in part due to growing inflation and interest rate hikes. Yep. Tate's decision would be big, as if he has a substantial net worth in US dollars. Additionally, Tate mentioned in a follow-up post that he hasn't finalized this decision yet because he has more cryptocurrency than fiat. However, he says that he might leave fiat completely. I might leave fiat completely. Geez, given the direction it's going, if interest rates don't come down, maybe I'll just put all my money in Bitcoin at this point. But after criticizing the concept, Andrew Tate has been a big proponent of cryptocurrency. In February, the millionaire proposed creating his own currency and backing it with 100 million of his own for his followers. Furthermore, Andrew Tate's current cryptocurrency wallet and his total Bitcoin holdings are unknown. However, he may earn considerable profit if he decides to invest more in Bitcoin. The leading cryptocurrency by market cap is currently up in price and has had a bullish 2024. Bitcoin is expected to climb higher later this year as investing in the asset through spot ETFs becomes more popular. Bitcoin is at about 65 to 67,000 at the time of this video. Who knows if it's higher or lower? The question is, does Andrew Tate have $100 million liquid to just throw into Bitcoin? Is a very good question. Again, he's a very controversial figure where we don't know a whole lot. Like, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of things under this veil, this guise. He's a really good brander. He has a huge community and a massive following, and he's making money for sure, 100%. But does he have 100 million that he wants to take out of the bank and throw into Bitcoin? Good question. Will he do it? I don't know. Will he post his address to prove it? Possibly. I just think, it's one of many things, happening right now that makes me very curious as to whether or not the crypto bull market has, began. Roaring Kitty came out and started posting memes again for the first time since 2021. Not really saying anything, but posting memes with subliminal messaging that has rocketed both GameStop's stock and AMC's stock, forcing the stock market to actually halt trading and then, driving it both up and down. It's crazy right now. Meme coins are back and on the fringe of, exploding. Crypto is just, like on nitric oxide waiting to explode. Bitcoin is already past its all-time high and no one's batting an eye about it. Like, we're sitting just below its all-time high. We've already, touched it and surpassed it briefly once or twice in the past couple months. It's been a very quiet year despite having some of these things happen. And you're seeing major players get involved again. You're seeing the Wall Street bets crowd get involved. You're seeing the GameStop roaring kitty meme coin crowd get involved. You're seeing the Andrew Tates of the world. You're having, on top of that, institutions and banks and investment funds. You're having countries and politicians. You're getting bills actually through Congress that are favorable towards crypto, believe it or not. You have presidential candidates, both Donald Trump and Robert F. Kennedy, very pro Bitcoin, pro crypto, or at least accepting of it, for an administration that looks like is out the door at this point with Biden and Kamala. And you continue to get this, 2021 vibe, but it just hasn't happened yet. And it's crazy. It makes me very anxious because I know it could happen at any point in time, because I remember what happened in 2021 and it came out of nowhere. And for the first quarter of 2021, it was very rocky. Things shot straight up, came right back down, shot straight up, came right back down. And then we had our ascending growth throughout 2021 before that fell off. And it just didn't sustain beyond 2021 because this industry is very cyclical. But you're seeing a lot of the same things repeat. The difference is it doesn't feel like the retail investor is involved yet. It feels like the retail investor is on the sidelines still waiting for the economy. I really think that's the biggest thing holding back crypto. We're in the middle of an economic downturn that's as bad as the financial recession in 2008. The same point in time that Bitcoin was born out of recession to be a solution. And for the first time, we are testing that. And Bitcoin is far surpassing the odds, but the crypto market is quiet. The retail investing market's quiet. Why? Interest rates are too high. Inflation is still out of control and not completely tapered, not down to 2%. The job sector is barely holding on. Growth in the workforce, GDP barely holding on in the US. If that dips, interest rates are going to get cut very fast. But those high interest rates is holding back and making US dollars very expensive to invest and spend and speculate. So retail is on the sideline. When we get a rate cut, things are going to go ballistic. I guarantee you that. But it's just crazy because you have the same things happening that happened in 2021 happening now. And we're not seeing a crazy rocket ship to the moon in this industry. But this is the best foreshadowing period of time any investor in crypto could look for. Because never have you been able to compare it and say, it's coming, it's going to happen 110,000%, but now you have time. If someone told you that the crypto market was going to explode within the next 6 months, guaranteed, what would you do? It's weird to me. It's such a fascinating time. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying it's going to. I just get this feeling that it's going to, right? It feels like 2021. It feels like a bull run, looks like a bull run, smells, tastes, financially looks like a bull run. It just hasn't happened. I mean, for God's sakes, Bitcoin went through its all-time high and no one's saying anything. Everyone's acting like this is so normal. Bitcoin at $67,000 just a couple months ago. It's popping through 70. What are we doing? This makes me very optimistic about Bitcoin too. This is nothing. Bitcoin's going to easily break 100,000. I mean, who knows how high we go in the next bull run? This is going to be wild stuff. Comment what you think down below. We went off on a little bit of a tangent on this one. I just wanted to cover Andrew Tate, not because of Andrew Tate himself, but because he's one proponent in a very large subset of things that cause bull markets to really pop off. So I thought it was interesting to cover, but let me know what you think about Tate as well. If he's going to really make $100 million allocation. Let me know what you think about the bull market, some of the similarities between 2021, maybe even past years, 2017, 18, to now in 2024. Make sure to like and share with a friend, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Cheers.